Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking a massive, invisible leak that's literally draining revenue from businesses all over the world, and we're going to look at an automated way to plug it. Okay, let's dive into this. Automation expert Mohammed Mubashir has some absolutely eye-opening insights for us, and it all really starts with a fundamental misunderstanding about why sales are dropping off.
So think about this. Why are you really losing customers? What if I told you that it has absolutely nothing to do with your product being bad? Seriously, it's not your pricing. It's not your marketing campaigns. It's not even that your competitors have some unbeatable offer. The real reason you're losing out on business is, well, it's actually incredibly practical and, frankly, a little bit painful to admit.
It's just this. Nobody replies fast enough. I know, it sounds almost too simple, doesn't it? But think about the modern consumer for a second. We live in a totally on-demand world. When someone reaches out to you, they have a problem they want solved right then and there. They aren't looking to take a ticket and join a queue. They want a conversation. And when that conversation doesn't happen instantly, the results are absolutely devastating for your bottom line.
Let's really put ourselves in the customer's shoes here. Say someone visits your website at 10 p.m. They're browsing, they're super interested, so they send you a message on WhatsApp or fill out a form. What happens next? Nothing. They wait. 10:05 p.m., still waiting. 10:30 p.m., absolute silence. By 11 p.m., well, the silence has spoken volumes. By the time your team grabs their morning coffee and finally replies the next day, that prospect is completely gone. They're already talking to your competitor who just happened to have a faster response system.
That agonizing wait we just walked through, that right there is exactly how businesses are bleeding thousands of dollars every single month. And you know the scariest part? They do it without even realizing it. Because these aren't angry customers calling you up to complain or demand a refund. No, these are ghosts. They're missed opportunities that quietly close their browser tabs and take their wallets elsewhere. It's literally an invisible leak sinking the ship.
And Mohammed Mubashir makes a great point here. This isn't just some niche issue isolated to one specific industry. In his work helping businesses automate their operations, he's noticed this is a totally universal bottleneck. Leads come in, but the follow-up is just universally slow. Whether you're selling real estate, running a bustling e-commerce brand, managing healthcare inquiries, coordinating warehouse logistics, or even operating a high-end law firm, the bottleneck is exactly the same.
So, it really boils down to one absolutely crucial rule. In sales, speed wins. It's practically a law of physics in modern business. The first one to respond usually grabs the deal. It's not always the best product that wins. A lot of the time, it's just the most responsive business. Because speed communicates competence. It tells the customer, hey, we care about you, and we're on it.
So I want you to pause for a second and really ask yourself, how many leads contacted your business last month and just never heard back fast enough? If you don't know the exact answer to that, you are almost certainly losing sales right under your nose. But don't panic, because we're about to look at exactly how smart businesses are completely wiping out this blind spot.
Enter the hero of our explainer, the AI sales assistant. This right here is fast becoming the ultimate competitive advantage. We are talking about a highly intelligent system working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. No coffee breaks, no national holidays, zero missed opportunities. It's a total game changer for how you handle your frontline communication.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how it changes the game for your team. Imagine hiring the absolute best salesperson on the planet. Now imagine that person never needs to sleep, they never get overwhelmed, they never forget a follow-up, and they never burn out at the end of a long shift. They reply in literal seconds every single time. But, and this is a really vital distinction Mohammed makes, this AI isn't here to replace your human sales team. It's here to help them. It takes all that heavy lifting of initial triage right off their plates.
Let's look at how this builds into an insanely efficient workflow. The AI's job is brilliant because it's so focused. Step 1, it responds instantly. Boom, leak plugged. Step 2, it asks qualifying questions to figure out what the customer actually needs. Step 3, it can recommend products or even book appointments straight onto your calendar. And then step 4, it hands that fully prepped, warmed-up conversation right over to your human salesperson to close the deal. It's simple, it's fast, and it's ruthlessly efficient.
And this brilliantly illustrates the concept in action. Let's look at a practical case study from the real estate sector. Remember our agonizing timeline from earlier? A customer visits your site at 11 p.m. But this time, instead of waiting in the dark until tomorrow morning, the AI instantly jumps in and starts a totally natural conversation. Hi, thanks for reaching out. Are you looking to buy or rent? The customer replies, and it doesn't just stop there.
The AI keeps the chat flowing to pull out all the really vital information. It asks for their budget, their preferred location, house or apartment, how many bedrooms, when are they hoping to move. It's gathering all of this seamlessly, having a completely natural back and forth, all while your human team is sound asleep. 2. Just 2 minutes. Within 2 short minutes of that prospect reaching out at 11 p.m., the AI already knows exactly what they need. It hasn't just gathered all that crucial qualifying data, it's actually gone ahead and booked a meeting directly onto your sales agent's calendar.
This is the ultimate after scenario. Your team wakes up, opens their laptops, and instead of a massive backlog of cold, dead messages from frustrated people who already moved on, they wake up to a fully qualified lead. They have a booked appointment and every piece of context they need to make the sale. That's the real magic here, transforming exhausting manual work into intelligent automation.
And the beauty of this whole setup is that it meets your customers exactly where they already hang out. Whether you get leads through WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram, your website chat, or even old-school phone calls, an AI sales assistant plugs right into those channels. It's like this omnipresent safety net, making absolutely sure that no one slips through the cracks, no matter how they prefer to reach out.
So, how do you actually put this to work? Mohammed Mobashir offers a super clear path forward here. He'll actually analyze your current sales process, spot those specific bottlenecks where your leads are stalling out, and show you exactly how this kind of automation can save you time, massively improve your customer experience, and of course, drive up that revenue.
We'll leave you with this final thought to chew on today. Take a real, honest look at your current numbers. Look at your lead flow and ask yourself, what would your revenue actually look like if you never, ever missed a lead again? It's a pretty fascinating question, right? And with AI sales assistants, that reality is finally within reach. Thanks so much for joining us for this explainer, and we will catch you on the next one.